fields of gold and cotton rolls, a never-ending sky. That take it slow, easy road, man, that's life. Miles and miles of John Deere green, freedom far as I can see. The road to run and room to breathe, it's who I am and I'll always be. Caught up in a country, caught up in a country.
What's up, guys? It's been about a week since we last set that blind set down creek. It hasn't really been working very well. We had real cold weather come in. It was like -50 one day. Felt like we should have been trapping penguins or something. We actually got fresh otter tracks again, but most of the otter are running the banks since the creek's been frozen over. So we finally got warm weather. It's going to be warm all week. Tomorrow's actually supposed to be 60s. And the rest of the week's supposed to be in the 40s, so the water's starting to unthaw. The water's going to be moving, and hopefully these otter are going to be back in the creek swimming. So we're going to get these tubes back in the water. We got some fresh shad to put in here, and we'll see what we can't do. Coon and coyote trapping actually ended here in Missouri a couple days ago, which is sad, but we really slayed them this year, and we had a good year. So see if we can't finish it out strong on some beaver and some otter. Alright, we're back here. We still got ice on the creek, but the water's starting to flow right here. Flowing water won't freeze. It's not supposed to get below freezing anyway, but we're going to go ahead. We got this big log that goes through here, and it's blocked on the other side. And so a prime travel way for them otter is a deep channel right here. It's only a couple feet deep, but it's deeper than everywhere else, and they actually go under this log. That's going to be a good place to set this tube right here. They come traveling up and down on this straightaway here, and we're going to get this tube in there. And for you all out there, this tube is C900 PVC piping. It's 12-inch diameter. We got it rigged with steel, I believe it's an inch steel tubing on the bottom. We have slits cut in the side of it, and we have 220s in it. 220s on either side. We actually have a hook in the inside to put bait in. Otters like hunting and swimming through things. A lot of them, I've trapped many of otters just on bank dens for beaver. And them otters see a hole and they swim up in it. They're nosy. And we got a couple good old creek chub today. That's what these otters are up in here hunting for. With all this ice on, they're probably pretty hungry. So we're going to take them, stick them on here. Just like that. Just make it look like there's a couple fish in there. So anyway, them otter are hunting, they're going to be in that deep channel and hopefully catch them. We've done really well on catching otter in these tubes before. They're actually not very hard to make. In the state of Missouri here, anything over a 6-inch jaw diameter in one of these conibears has to go all the way underwater. So pretty well 220 or up has to go completely under the water. So that's why here, these, we can put them all the way underwater, but they also work good for those of you all that trap in states that allow you to set them above water, because you can set this in small trickling water and it's good for coons, possums, muskrats, mink, anything. But like I said, here in Missouri we have to put them under the water and they're still just as effective on otter. But the reason I like using these tube traps that we came up with rather than just a regular blind set is it, like for example right here in the water where we're about to set it, a blind set is going to be harder to get in there. I'm going to have to get in there and either make wire a bunch of stuff up to be able to get that trap set up and under there. With this tube trap, I pretty well just take it. The traps are set in here. Either side is accessible. you know, it could happen. You could catch 1 or 2 otters in there, which I hope one day happens, but probably never will. And they're just easy to sink, easy to check. So we're gonna go ahead and get down there and get them in here. We got some on this sandbar here. We actually got some otter scat up in here. It's not very fresh, but it's a good sign. There's been a lot of otter in here, and we can't wait to see if we can't trap a couple. We got some good weather, so we're gonna give it our best shot. All right, with these tube traps, a lot of you might be asking, well, it's looking like looks like a green color, looks like blue, whatever color you want to call it. But these otters really don't care. I've actually caught quite a few otters in these, and they work pretty good. But they not only work for otter, they work for muskrats, mink, anything that's coming through here, or whatever you guys like trapping in your location. But we're gonna go ahead and get it. We found a good spot here. We got the ground is actually flat, and that's also a reason why we put these big old metal tubes on the bottom. It helps the pipe sit off the ground a little bit, keeps some debris out of it, and it keeps it sitting flat on the ground. But we found a good spot here. The channel's open here, the rest of it's ice, and there's a lot of sticks and stuff, and it goes into this deep hole of water over here. These otter are probably going to get up here and here in these deep holes of water and hunt for food, and that's exactly what we got in this tube. So we're going to go ahead and get it sunk right here on the edge of this brush right here. Hopefully they're going to be hugging this edge, and we're going to come back to the big old water. But number one thing, don't forget to take off your safeties. I've done it, I've been there, and it's not fun. You come back, your trap's sprung, there's nothing in it. It's not fun. And you second guess yourself about what it was. So make sure take off your safeties before you set your traps. We're gonna go ahead here. Don't just dip these things in there super fast, or you'll probably spring the traps. The water rushes in pretty fast. So we're gonna go ahead and just slowly let it down. Let the water fill the tube, and then drop it in here. Fits the bottom right there. That's perfect. The traps are actually chained to the tube. That tube's actually pretty heavy. I made them heavy so whenever the water gets up, hopefully the water doesn't get up, or I pull them in time, but in case, normally they don't go very far. But I like to run a long T-bar stake in here. We made these ourselves. You can make them any length, whatever you'd like. This is just what we use, and I like to run this in there just as a reinforcement, just to help. It's gonna go in pretty easy there. And that's set. Now what we're gonna do, that's simple and easy right there. That's all there is to it. There's not a whole lot of hassle building, blocking a whole lot of stuff up. It's simply, there's two 220s in that tube. Simply bring it out here, take the safeties off of it, and sink in a good spot and stake it. It's quick and easy, and it really is effective. But we're gonna also put out some lure here. We got some in my pocket here. We have some Cavin's Otter Lure Supreme. It's been really good to us. I like using it. It's a otter food call lure. So we just take some here. Find us a good old dry stick here. Big old glob on there. Good stuff. I'm gonna stick it over here somewhere close to our trap. That's good right there. Get them otters hunting in here, thinking there's another otter in the area for food, and we got the trap set right there. So it ought to be good. We got some blind sets on down the creek too. So just another day on the line. If you all have any questions on what we do with this tube or would like any other information, just let us know. We'll try to answer your questions as best as we can, and we wish you all luck out on your line. So get out of here and run them tomorrow. All right guys, we're out here checking traps today. It's super cold. We've been having snow. It's been a while since we set them otter traps. We really haven't seen the otters back. The water's been frozen, kind of this and that. But we've had these traps set. That one down the creek has been set for about 3 months. This one has been set for about 2 or 3 weeks. And guys, we finally got one. I can see him right down here. It's in the tube trap that we showed you all how to get. And it looks like a nice one too. Oh, guys, don't give up whenever if your traps aren't producing. Sometimes it takes a while, and that's exactly, I mean, it's been a while. These otters been coming through, and these otters get out of the creek and run around. And they're hard to trap, but if you stay after them, just leave a trap set, and sooner or later, you're gonna get them. And sure enough, here we got one. I have to go down and check him out. Big ol' sucker. Go ahead and pull this tube up here. Good catch right behind the head. He was going in after that fish. That's a big otter right there. Good day on the line. All right, here he is. We got out of the creek and got him cleaned up a little bit, and it is a big otter. We put a tape on him right at 50 inches, and we're gonna go home and put him on the scale and see how much he weighs. The Missouri state record otter right now is 32 pounds, and I'm guessing this one's gonna be pretty close. So we're gonna put him on there and see, but we've had different traps. We had a blind set down the creek for a long time, and we had so much moisture this year. The water just kept coming up and down, and we kept having to pull it and put it back out. And then we kept having snow, and the ice would freeze over, and we'd come to check our traps, and it'd be otter tracks on top of the snow, and we just hadn't had much luck this year. Finally, we got this spot that stayed open down here. This water was rolling over this log, and we snuck in one of these tube traps down here. We had some little fish in the inside of it, and we knew sooner or later if we just left it there long enough that we'd connect with one. And if we didn't today, it's been a good day out here and beautiful animal. All right, we'd like to thank everyone that subscribed to our channel, that's been watching. We're out here making new videos all the time, and we hope that some of our tips help you guys. If y'all have any questions, just let us know. We'll answer them the best we can. Or if y'all would like to see more trapping or more of anything, really, just let us know. Other than that, we'll be out here hunting and trapping, and we'll make videos so y'all can watch as we go. Well, we're back here today, and it's the next day. We caught this otter last night, and we got a official measurement on him, exactly 50 inches, and we threw him in the freezer overnight. We're gonna get this otter mounted, and the state record otter in Missouri right now is 52 inches and 32 pounds. And this otter was 50 inches, so we're guessing he's gonna be really close to 32 pounds, and we're gonna go ahead and see what he weighs. I got a snare wrapped around him here with our scale. Not right at 30 pounds. Almost 30 pounds, if not right at 30 pounds. That's a big otter. That's the biggest otter we've caught. We got one hanging on our wall right now, and this one's gonna go good right next to it. So thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time.